tens of thousands of ideas for your home and garden, visit HGTV.com.
Next, add a little curb appeal to your home. Then at 9:30, an unfinished attic is a real designer's challenge. Tonight on HGTV.
How do you make a house look better from the street, especially when the front yard's all dirt? I'm Rick Spence, and that's our Curb Appeal Challenge today. Just ahead, Mike and Gretchen Ferreira like their first home, but want it to look a lot better than it does right now. That's where designer Paul Duchera comes in. His goal, to add style without emptying Gretchen and Mike's bank account. You'll see how color, copper, and low-cost ideas can all come into play as Mike and Gretchen go in search of that elusive thing called, no, not love, curb appeal.
Oh, look at that. Look at the shine.
Still in their mid-20s, Gretchen and Michael Ferreira like doing home improvement projects on their home of 1 year. They've made a start on redoing the outside of the house. They rototilled the front yard and put in some pavers in the driveway. So yeah, this is exciting. Your house, you know, you guys seem really eager to work on it.
We're thrilled. We're so excited because we've got such a great neighborhood. We just really want to bring up the house to the level of the rest of the houses.
Yeah, exactly. When we moved in, it was just a little in distress. So we want to bring it back up and make it look the way it once looked.
Are you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
Well, let's meet your designer. He's standing right over there.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you ready for some curb appeal?
We are.
Gretchen and Michael are meeting with designer Paul Duchera, who's written a series of books on craftsman architecture, a style that was popular in the early 20th century all around the country. It celebrated handmade craftsmanship and the use of natural materials. Paul is the perfect person to work on this project because the Ferreira's home has some craftsman design in it.
Craftsman architecture was popular in the early 20th century, and it had certain features like exposed rafter tails and very horizontal, long, low lines. This house has some of those features, but because it was built at the end of the Craftsman era, there's also evidence of other styles to come. So do you know what kind of feeling you want for the house?
Well, we just really would like it to look more craftsman.
Yeah, and just make it look like it's all from the same period.
That's excellent, because that's basically the same idea that I had, and I have some ideas that are going to be inexpensive to do, simple materials, paint, a little bit of basic carpentry, and you're going to be amazed at what those things are going to do.
Great.
Great. Yeah, we can't wait.
First up, Paul wants to tackle the home's doors.
There's nothing wrong with these garage doors, but we could add a little something to make them contribute a little more craftsman feel.
Paul's first idea is to replace the garage doors with new doors in the craftsman style. These would have windows along the top, but Gretchen and Michael aren't so sure.
I think that'd be a great option for us. However, we're a little concerned about the budget.
I've thought about it further, and I think there's something we can do that's quite inexpensive that will add a lot to those doors.
Instead of replacing the doors, Paul's going to add trim. The pattern Paul wants to use is kind of like the window design in a lot of craftsman homes. So this is really going to bring out the craftsman feel.
You're really looking at maybe $50 at the most for the materials.
And if you're at all handy, this is probably about as easy as it gets.
That's right, exactly.
Our curb appeal contractor, Tim Rice, takes on the project, just nailing the trim right to the garage doors. Meanwhile, Paul starts drawing up an idea for the front door, which is good because from the start, Gretchen told us she has a problem with the old bent metal here, which was obviously added on a long time after the house was built.
We love having the screen door because we can leave the door open on a warm day, but what we don't like about it is this wrought iron detail. So what we'd like to do is make something a little more architectural to fit with the style of the house.
Paul's scheme is to replace the wrought iron with more trim, tying the front door and garage doors together in style and bringing in more craftsman character. Unfortunately, though the idea is good, before long Paul realizes there's been a small breakdown in communication.
I neglected to mention paint to the carpenter before the work got going. So what we
That's kind of tricky.
You're right. So what we have is we've got molding that's against screen, and you can't paint the back of the molding now. So as a way to deal with that, I'm going to have him put molding on the back side of the screen. So we're basically going to sandwich.
Oh, so it's a feature. It's going to be a stronger door.
Stronger.
Yeah, so you did it on purpose.
Well, just sort of. Could be.
Painting is going to be important here because Paul actually wants to completely change the color of the house, which he says isn't right for a craftsman. And anyway, this paint job isn't the best. Look what Mike and Gretchen found when they pulled out some shrubs.
The painters that painted the house didn't get below the actual area where the shrub roots were.
Paul and Gretchen worked together to choose warm, earthy colors. That's what really goes with the craftsman style.
Excellent. I think this ochre will work for the main body of the house, but I'm still a little bit worried just because yellow colors tend to be a little bright and advancing, but this one's muted enough that I think we're going to be fine.
And while the paint is going up, Paul also has Tim start making a little change to the front porch.
When we first started out, the house felt unbalanced. There was a lot going on the left side of the house, but nothing really to draw your attention to the front door. And people feel more comfortable when you know where to go, and that's what we need to accomplish here.
Paul's first idea was to add some simple columns to the porch to make it stand out more. The craftsmen liked using columns, so this idea fit the period. But Michael and Gretchen didn't go for the idea.
It's a narrow area already, so we've had some issues just trying to get a piece of furniture through, so we thought if the columns went in, it would just make it too difficult.
So Paul came up with another plan, to add corbels on either side of the entryway that echo the corbels below the home's window box.
It's a simple idea, but we're going to add 2 corbels right at the entry to the porch, turned on their side, and that small thing is going to do a huge amount to help balance the house and also add a shot of craftsman appeal where we need it.
So what are we going to do about these aluminum windows? Are you going to leave it so it's just wood and aluminum, or?
Michael and Gretchen are going to be replacing those aluminum windows in a couple of years, but just for now, we're going to actually paint them. And
Okay.
it will hold up.
You normally might not do that.
Wouldn't do it normally.
The painting is almost done and the corbels are up. And when we come back, you'll see how the house is coming along, so stick around. We'll show you what a new coat of paint has done for this house next.
Brought to you by Kraft Easy Mac. Snack the Mac.
This is Rock 95, and we're here live with the Dirty Mobs. Yeah! We're giving our 95th caller front row tickets to tonight's show.
Hello?
Congratulations, you're lucky 95. Who am I talking to? Hello? Hello?
Sometimes they just gotta have the Mac. Kraft Easy Mac. It's the one hot, cheesy taste they can't resist.
I think he's fainted.
Need a snack? Snack the Mac!
Throw pillows actually do throw themselves at it. The Adina sofa from Lazy Boy. The new look of comfort.
My name is Elle Woods, Boston by way of Bel Air. I'm here to work for the Congresswoman.
It's Capital Barbie.
Let's not go there.
She's basically a rogue missile.
Perhaps you could look at my incentive chart.
With highlights.
It's pop-up.
You look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Is it super fun or what?
Today is the last day of construction, when all the plants are going in.
It's been exciting. I mean, we were just talking about it this morning. We're actually going to miss coming home and not having something new done every day. Every day is sort of like an adventure. You come home and you see what else has been done.
Tonight, we're super excited to get home to see basically all the landscaping, and I can't believe it. It's like instant satisfaction for us. We've been talking about it all week. You know, Friday, we can't wait.
What are we doing here, Paul?
We're adding some color in the plant material and in the container that has arts and crafts tie into our paint scheme.
And what about the choice of flower here in terms of longevity? You know,
these are ranunculus and these are pansies, and both are good bets for potting, and with maybe weekly watering, you're going to get several months of life out of them.
Paul has the crew rearrange the pavers in the driveway so they don't stand out as much. And they plant 2 dogwood trees on either side of the driveway to frame it. Next come pots on the porch and a vine called Carolina jessamine wrapped around the railings to tie them into the garden. A new sod lawn, and as the planting finishes up, this transformation is almost complete. We'll show it to you when we come back, along with some low-cost ideas for yard lighting, so don't go away. We return.
Interest on our cards used to be 21 to 23%.
They were impossible to pay down.
I couldn't keep up with my payments anymore. Cambridge lowered my monthly payments so that I'm able to manage it.
Cambridge Credit Counseling is a non-profit service. They'll work with you and your creditors to reduce your monthly payments.
Before Cambridge, it would have taken me 15 to 20 years to get out of debt. With Cambridge, I'll be debt-free in 4.5 to 5 years.
Give Cambridge Credit Counseling a call. Find out how good it feels to be debt-free.
If you own a timeshare, campground membership, or vacation home and don't want to pay another maintenance fee, mortgage payment, or tax bill, call now and sell for cash. Over $1 billion of timeshares sold in the past 6 months. Every day we help thousands of people buy and sell. Call now for your free information kit to buy, sell, or rent your timeshare or vacation property for cash. Call 1-800-542-0271. It's a free call, so call now. 1-800-542-0271.
At Romano's Macaroni Grill, you are literally surrounded by the sights, the sounds, and the aromas of great Italian dishes like our new twice-baked lasagna with meatballs. Welcome to Romano's Macaroni Grill, into our kitchen and into our heart.
Give your engine what it wants, not just oil, Pennzoil.
Ice cream man, upon my street. I love your truck outside, really neat. Now ice cream man, upon my block. I love your chimes, sir, they reel and rock. Now ice cream man, please ring your bell and play that music that I've grown to love.
I wonder how our home equity loan's going. I'll check.
Want banks to compete over you? Come to LendingTree.com. Fill out one form and get up to 4 offers within hours.
Challenge is an unfinished guest room. Then a 10 on Design on a Dime. Bring Tuscan style to a kitchen. Tonight on HGTV.
Join HGTV in Washington, D.C. for Restore America Honors. It's the event that kicks off our campaign to save historic sites across the country. Don't miss this exciting event, HGTV's Restore America Honors. Friday night at 8, 7 Central on HGTV.
Welcome back. It started out as a plain Jane bungalow from the 20s, but we're already to give Mike and Gretchen's first home the curb appeal they want. We've already added trim to the doors, a new coat of paint, and landscaping. But before we show you the finished project, Paul wants to add a few more things.
The Craftsman School of Design is about well-crafted, well-designed objects out of natural materials. And I'd like to add a copper trellis to the front porch.
Copper artist Vinnie Tonelli has come up with a low-cost way to really add something big to the empty wall at the back of the porch. Paul's design for a Craftsman-style trellis will incorporate these new copper house numbers and this copper mailbox. Vinny is using inexpensive copper pipes and plumbing joints, which you can get at any hardware store. This design is pretty complicated, but Vinny says anyone could build a simpler trellis.
A homeowner could do this easily with minimal soldering skills. If they don't want to solder or don't know how to solder, they could use a metal-to-metal glue available at most home centers, and it will hold it pretty well.
When the trellis is done, Vinny hangs it with deck screws. He also puts out a bird bath he made out of a plant stand, metal bowl, and 3 hoops from a barrel screwed together. It's really easy to make, and it looks great. Finally, another way to use copper on this Craftsman house.
The other project we're doing today is to cover these plastic outdoor lights. Most homeowners have these in their gardens, and we're going to use regular sheet copper. We're going to make a hat, literally, that fits right on this and has a couple of tabs that will snap onto the bottom. And you won't see the plastic at all. These will weather beautifully outside. They'll need no maintenance whatsoever, and it's going to look great.
And maybe best of all, Vinny says each copper hat only costs about $6 to make if you use sheet copper from a salvage yard. At the same time, 2 Craftsman-style lights are going up on either side of the garage doors. This project is finally done, and you get to see it now. Later on, when the homeowners get home, you'll get to see the reaction. But take a look, it really came out nice. First, you have to remember what we started out with here. A perfectly nice house in need of some curb appeal. It had a few Craftsman details, like the exposed rafter tails, but it didn't really hang together as a Craftsman house, because it had features that came from other periods. Well, take a look at the Craftsman house Paul Duchère has pulled off. It's charming, it's beautifully landscaped, and it's full of details that tie the style together, like the trim on the garage doors and the copper trellis. Before, the yard was, well, dirt. But now, Paul's designed a small garden with an interesting layout, flagstone, and flowers. An inexpensive but good-looking bird bath, and copper-topped lights that cost all of about $9 each. And even the driveway, which Michael and Gretchen had tried to spruce up with pavers, has a neater look now, framed by small trees. Really, the whole house used to look sort of unbalanced, with more visual interest on the garage side and nothing to get you to focus on the front entry. Now the front of the house looks balanced with a really nice front porch that draws you in. Now you've seen what Paul's accomplished, and he's really done a great job. And when we come back, you'll see Gretchen and Mike's reaction to their house for the first time, so stick around. A big surprise is on the way when we return.
Wow.
Tonight on Design on a Dime, can the team spice up this bland kitchen?
I think we can maybe warm it up with some color.
Yeah. With touches of Tuscany?
If we take off the glass doors, then we can make a wine rack there.
You won't believe this Italian-inspired makeover. Design on a Dime, tonight at 10 on HGTV. On the next Weekend Warriors, this dining room makeover is a family affair.
My family's a great team.
Can relatives work together?
Uh-oh, we're short one.
Oh, no. Without starting a family feud.
If it doesn't fit, you know what?
I'm terrible at measuring things.
Yeah, I know.
Weekend Warriors, tonight at 10:30 on HGTV.
Give your home a facelift
I feel like we have a new house.
with Curb Appeal. Tuesday night at 10:30 on HGTV.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's a year's worth of freedom. Right now, during Independence Days at the Home Depot and Expo Design Center, get no payments and no interest until July 2004 on any appliance or flooring purchase of $299 or more. No coupon required. Just use your consumer credit card and get free delivery and free haul away on appliances. We can help.
Dear DirecTV, cable says reception quality is poor with satellite TV. Lies! My reception is way better with DirecTV than it ever was with cable. Sincerely, John Amenta. Did I capture the guy's anger? Yeah? Thank you.
Become a DirecTV fan for just $39.99 a month.
Cut!
Pour a little summer onto your salad and catch the taste of California. With our creamy poppy seed, balsamic vinaigrette, and sun-dried tomato. Craft dressing, bite into summer.
Crest White Strips, a noticeably wider smile. Couldn't be easier. Crest White Strips, the secret to a wider smile is in the strip, guaranteed.
It's time to see how homeowners Mike and Gretchen Ferreira react to their new home. They're driving up right now. When they left this morning, the yard was still basically just dirt, and they were pretty excited to see what it would look like with the plants and copper put in.
I know we've been calling people and telling them, well, you know, we're going to have a fully landscaped yard by Friday. And everyone can't believe it.
We decided tomorrow we're going to sit on our little strip of lawn and have our lattes.
Now, Michael and Gretchen finally see their home.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
Great. Oh my
We've
God.
won. Oh my God, it looks awesome. This is our house.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Wow. What a beautiful
Just
job.
a little different.
I love it.
I can't believe how good it turned out. I'm amazed at the work that was done and how quickly it was done, but it looks just great. We're so pleased.
I think my favorite thing is the flagstone walkway. When Paul first suggested it, I kind of sort of envisioned it, but couldn't really imagine what he was talking about exactly. And I think the way that it actually has an organic shape with the curve, it has a really nice touch, and it's just amazing. I think that having the extra color in there just completely makes the lawn just pop.
I love the lawn. Plain and simple, I love lawn. We wanted some sort of path or something that we could kind of lounge around on a weekend and actually just throw out the lawn chair and sit around and have lemonade. And we've always wanted that, and so finally that we actually have something other than dirt as a front yard is really, really great.
There's no way we could have pulled this off ourselves.
Coat of paint and some landscaping, some plants goes a long way.
They love it.
Good, good. I'm very happy that they're pleased. I like it too.
It really came out great.
It's great.
And even the simple things like, Gretchen mentioned the pathway, just simple flagstone added so much to this house.
This is a very simple idea, but when you do paths, most people tend to think of straight lines and following the front of the house. A bit of a curve is always going to be better and more interesting, more artistic. And here you can see that did a lot to help this house.
So what are your final thoughts on this project that people could take away from this?
Probably, I think, look at the style of the house and go with it and develop ideas that are consistent with the style of the house. And if you are confused about that, do some research and learn about your house and then work at it from that point.
A genuine craftsman style makeover, 1920 style. Really came out great. We got a couple of happy homeowners. Gretchen and Mike, thank you very much. Very patient with us. And Paul, great job. Again,
thank you.
Excellent. Really came out great. Thank you. So remember, keep your eyes peeled because in your neighborhood, if there's a house in need of curb appeal, you just might find us. See you next time.
At 9, the Great Outdoors inspires a spare bedroom on Room by Room. Then at 9:30, another spare bedroom gets a glamorous Hollywood makeover on Decorating Sense. Tomorrow night only on HGTV.
That's not a phrase I usually get.